Where are we now? 100% positive this is the Grand Arena. It's used for all kinds of events and liberal, like martial arts tournaments and stuff. Indeed. Zen, Estelle, Olivier, and Joshua won last year's. There's yet to be one held this year, though, for a number of reasons. Oh, really? Regardless, it feels as though something is lying in wait for us in here. We should proceed with caution. Agreed. Well, we made it to the arena. Huh. This is where some enemies show up out of nowhere for us to fight, isn't it? You just had to say something, didn't you, Kevin? Oh. Now look what you've done. It's just a coincidence, I swear. Me and my big mouth. I feel like I've just been set up or something. They're going to attack. Well, you know what to do, Julia.
Let's end this.
They didn't even get a chance to attack.
Oh, pitiful souls, may you rest in peace.
More of them. Ugh. More? We'll defeat as many as we have to. The guys who hit twice really are awful. But we'll go ahead and we'll just take out, we'll hit as many enemies as we can. Alright, Tita, you know what to do? Oh, the ones that hit twice are not as impressed. Ha! Gotcha! No. Get wrecked.
Oh, pitiful souls, may you rest in peace.
How many of these fights are we gonna have to do? Our next foe seems to be quite large, too. It's an archaism. That looks familiar. What in... Is that a mechanical horse? Seems to be just the one Estelle's crew beat under Genis. And not to jinx us, but this is probably gonna be the last one. So let's finish this! Okay. Oh. Well, looks like time is our friend, and not our enemy? These things blow up, which is not great. Okay, Tita. You know what to do. Works for me. Nice job. Don't you call allies? That's rude! I told you not to do that. What part of don't call allies did you not understand? Alright, Kevin is sped up, which is great. I was about to say, great. But my mind is like, oh, this is scary.
Let's end this.
Nice. I know, it hurts. I know, it hurts. I'm sorry. Here, Cheetah, get rid of that guy. Good job. Now it's just you. Unless you want to call for backup, which of course you do. What if I just did this? Then it doesn't matter. You just brought him out and wasted a turn. Guess you're gonna have to do something else. Curse Blade. That hurts. Okay, Tita. Heal everyone. Good job. Ow. I love how it was so determined to not let us see anything that happened. I missed. That's not allowed. I have an idea. Okay, Julia. It is up to you. If you can't impede this thing... Nice! Alright. Nope. Oh, wait. Did I have to do that? I guess I'm gonna do it again. Because, Julia can't act before it can. Though I guess I could use this, couldn't I?
No way.
I could. Oh well, it's fine. It's determined. It really wants us to get hit by whatever that thing is. Oh well. As long as you're willing to waste your turns, buddy.
No way.
Not too much longer. Get wrecked.
Justice must always prevail.
Woo! That's a lot of fire quartz! We also got an evade 3. That's so good! Woo! It left behind a stone. Is this our prize for winning? Only the best for the champions. Whoever set this up sure put a lot of effort into making it feel like a proper tournament. How very particular of them. Well, congrats, gang. We found our 5th sealing stone. Let's head back and see who's inside. Right. Wait. Does that mean we can go in the castle now? That looks like... So even he ended up in here. So one of the stars of the show makes his grand appearance. This is someone you know too. No is an understatement. He's everyone's favorite black-haired prince. Or princess. Estelle, get down! What? Joshua! Joshua! Josette? Tita? Is this a dream? Or some kind of illusory tactic meant to disorient me? Trust you to get it right to the theorizing. Sorry, but this ain't no dream, or illusion for that matter. I'm surprised to find so many of you here. Mind telling me exactly what the situation we found ourselves in is? Guess that wasn't enough to convince you this is all actually happening, huh? Oh, not at all. Consider me convinced. While the idea of this being an illusion seems initially plausible, the existence of your companion over there made it quite unlikely. Me? Correct. Am I right in assuming that you're a member of the Grousritter? You can tell. Well, you're with Kevin and use a Templar sword to fight. It's safe enough assumption on my part. My name is Joshua, incidentally. Joshua Bright. Me a sergeant. I'm a squire. Since we're on the subject, I'm curious how you came to be familiar with us and our organization. Oh, wait a second, Joshua. Why does her being here prove this isn't an illusion? Is me being here not proof enough for you? Oh, you know, I don't think I've ever seen you with that visor on before, have I? Does that have to do with that delivery company you mentioned running a while back? It suits you. Yeah, that's it. We're doing awesome for ourselves these days too. But you didn't answer my question. Surely you can tell by looking at me I'm the real thing. Generally, when you're in an illusion, the other people who appear in it are people you're familiar with. That reason being is, they draw on and utilize knowledge the victim has within in order to create the world. I've met the rest of you, but Rias is a complete stranger. And not any complete stranger, an unusual one too. So she may not prove for certain that this isn't an illusion, but she does make it seem rather unlikely. I think I get what you're saying, maybe. Basically, the reason I don't prove this isn't an illusion is because we're so close? Well, you could put it that way, I guess. Okay, that's fine by me. Aww.
It's so good to see you again, Joshua.
I'm glad to see you're looking well too. You've grown a bit in the past half year, haven't you?
You noticed!
I'm surprised to see you got caught up in all this, though. It must have been a real surprise to find yourself here all of a sudden.
Yeah, it still doesn't feel completely real to me even after all this time, to be honest. Oh, right. You don't know where Estelle could be, do you?
I wish I did. That said, I'm sure she was surrounded by the same white light that I was. I'd say the odds are fairly high that she's somewhere in Phantasma like us.
Oh, actually, where were you before you ended up here anyway? Your last letter said you were in Erebonia. Were you still there?
Oh no, not anymore. We're over in Crossbell at the moment. Or were, with the situation as it is now.
Really? We were flying over there before I ended up here too.
You were? I wonder if there's anything to that. It's relatively close to Liberal, so that may have something to do with it. I myself was in Erebonia, but I was in the town closest to the border with Liberal. Oh, right. I have a question for you, Father Graham. Supposing that we assume all of this was caused by an incredibly powerful artifact, do you think such a thing would be able to exert its influence as far as Crossbell or Parm? I seriously doubt it. The only thing I can think of that was able to affect that wide an area was the Oriel's orbital shutdown phenomenon. That actually did reach the southern edge of Erebonia. I see. So it would need to be something as powerful as one of the Septarians then. Although, speaking of which, is the Oriel itself still unaccounted for?
You can't mean this is the work of the Oriel?
I don't think we should rule out that possibility, Cheetah. But even if we assume the Oriel is involved in some way, that wouldn't answer most of the questions we want answers to. Indeed. Such as who our enemies are, or how Grancel ended up filled with fiends and magic barriers.
Or how we ended up facing actual embodiments of devils from church scripture or the presence of the higher elements. Until we have a theory that explains all these mysteries, we should probably refrain from jumping to conclusions.
I would have to agree. Still, that being the case, I'd like to propose we focus on working out what happened to Grancel first and foremost. My thoughts exactly. I know you're probably worried about Estelle right now, but would you be up for helping us? That was my intention from the beginning. I can't very well turn my back on friends in need, for one thing. Besides, I think I'll find her a lot faster by helping out rather than sitting here and worry.
I hope we do.
Well, I'll be glad to have you with us at least. That's what I wanted to hear. Cheers, man.
Well, as soon as we're ready, we should make our way back to the capital. I expect something will have changed there as a result of us releasing Joshua from his stone.
Right. Okay. Haha. Someone really knows how to give people a scare.
This seems to be quite an old castle, so it's certainly fitting for something like this. I'd personally dock points for overdoing the theatrics, however.
I can't bear to stand outside here a moment longer. We should make our way inside at once. Yeah, we should. Alright, let's do this. Well, there doesn't seem to be anyone inside. We're not alone, though.
Be careful, you're gathering.
Here comes the welcoming party!
Oh, goddess. Grant peace to these poor lost souls.
Let's end this.
Alright, Joshua, go!
Not done yet.
This wasn't what I wanted to find. Where has everyone gone?
I don't know, but we should start looking right away. Even if no one's here, we might be able to find some kind of clue as to where they are now.
I can only hope so. In particular, we should focus our search on the throne room, royal guard room, royal keep, and the sealed area. Those seem the most likely areas to house clues.
Is that?
That was a human's voice, wasn't it?
So there's someone still safe here?
We should hurry and find them right away.
It's Gilbert? What did I do to deserve this? Stay back! Don't come any closer, please!
What is this curious spectacle?
Crap. I'd forgotten all about him.
So had I. I suppose it's no surprise he ended up here, however.
Sucks to admit, but you're right. And it sucks even more because I've got a whole lot of questions I want to ask him, and the only way I'm getting them is to bail him out. Get away from him!
If you're unable to leave behind your attachment to this world, allow us to help you.
What are you what are you wonderful, angelic, model human beings doing here? Save the sweet talking for later. First, we need to take these things out.
Just stay there and don't get in our way.
Let me just move over here. Sweet. It didn't hit everyone, just Kevin. I'm alive. Thank you so much. You saved.
Now it's time for you to answer some questions for us. Is there anything you'd like to ask him, Captain?
As it so happens, yes.
How exactly did you come to be here, Gilbert?
Do you know anything regarding how the capital came to be this way?
No, I don't. I just woke up and found myself in the port here. I don't know why or how. I went into town, but there was no one there. Just a bunch of weird armored knights. I started running away from them, and next thing I knew, I found myself in this castle.
So you were sent to a different place than us, huh? Too bad the city had already gone weird by the time you woke up. I was kind of banking on you witnessing whatever happened here.
Well, boo-hoo for you.
I've got something I want to ask you too. Is Ouroboros involved in this?
So you're here too, Joshua? Ugh, of course not. If they were, I obviously would have been the first to know.
More like the last.
What should we do with him, Kevin? Disarm him and tie him up?
It's fine. He's not worth the trouble. He doesn't seem to know anything worthwhile, and he'd get in our way, to be honest.
I suppose that's true. Well, that's all the business we have with you. Kindly remove yourself from our sight.
Think you could make me out to be some kind of useless fop, do you? Well, you'll regret this. When I find a way out of this place, you're gonna be begging me to share it with you, but I won't. You can wander here lost for all eternity for all I care.
I can't help but feel a little concerned. I hope he doesn't end up causing any trouble after being left on his own. I'm sure it'll be fine. He seems like the type who could warn his way out of any situation you hand him.
I believe we've wasted enough of our time on him. We should resume exploring the castle.
What? What the?
Thank you for coming this far. I entrust this to you. Please, my...
Who or what was that? A ghost? Perhaps not. There was something familiar about it. At the very least, it didn't seem like any ordinary ghost. We got a key, so I guess we'll just take it.